Sorry, this is my first time streaming, so obviously I'm going to have running into some problems there. All right, so we are logging in now, and we have a queue of 35 people. So we are going to be waiting for a bit, and thankfully, Final Fantasy XIV does not have typically long wait times, so we're not going to have too much trouble here, usually. But then again, sometimes it can take a little bit of time. But we should be in no time. All right, so as you can tell from the title, today we will be grinding for those yokai tokens. All right, I already have one of the weapons. I have all the minions, obviously. So yes, I have one of the weapons, and I currently have enough tokens for a second one, I believe. So we will be working on the rest. Worked my way forward to get the first set of weapons. I didn't realize, but obviously, hang on here. Let me do this real quick. Ah, my guys, you suck. Come on, stop failing. No, which is the one I want? That one. All right. So where was I? Yeah, so I had... You need 5 tokens for the first weapon, and I got 5 tokens for all the yokai. And it turns out after the first one, you're going to need 10 for all the ones coming after that. So I need to go back and grind all but one. So this is going to take a while. I doubt I'm going to finish today, but we're going to try our best. But real quickly, maybe we should go back to our guild home, and we're going to check out all the stuff that we need to do there. Alright. It's very important to always keep your retainers stocked and selling, because this is how you make money in this game. So, yeah, I've not too many tricks, a few, but not too many. Same tricks probably pretty much everyone's doing. So, but given enough time, you can save a fair amount of money. So, see, ooh, 5 million on that one, 4 million on this one. Nice. All right, let's see what that looks like. It's not bad. Go back and send another one out, and this one. What does that look like? Not bad. I'll probably trash it. Alright, so reassign you, and let's see what we were selling. Ah, yes, night milk, very important. And clothes, which is great. Alright, so what I usually try to do is sell clothes first, because they obviously take up the most inventory space. I wanted to put that in my clothes thing, so I'm going to save that one. Nothing worth selling. Nothing I even can sell. So, we sold 3 of my night milks. Selling them at $8.50 each. Now, if you look, you'll see that they're selling at $500 right now, but you can see that some people are selling them at $900. Actually, that's me. But you can see people are selling them even higher. So all you have to do is be patient, and eventually it will sell. It may take a while, but you can sell this particular item at a slightly higher price, because this one fluctuates quite a bit. And we can see that if we go over here, you can see it's been 500 there. Those are probably mine. Sold at 850. This one sold at 200, 880. So you can see that the price here goes up and down. It fluctuates quite a bit. So you can go a little bit higher with night milk. Yeah. And I try to keep 4 in stock at any given time. Just because sometimes when they do sell, you can make quite a bit of money, and you'd rather have something selling than nothing. So that's just, you can see here I have 16 out of 20 items. So I'm going to want to sell something else. I'm saving that. And it looks like I don't really have anything worth selling. See how much these dragon skins sell for. That's not bad. Now, I've heard people say don't try to sell anything for less than 20,000 total. So you can see over here, we have price, quantity, and total. I've heard people say that you should always aim for 20,000 like this guy. That is optimal, but it's not always going to be a functional thing that you can do. So I just try to clear out my inventory as much as possible, because otherwise I'm just carrying ungodly amounts of stuff. So let's go ahead and sell these. What were they selling for again? 320, 325. I'm gonna sell them for 325. I usually don't go undercut people too much, and it's not like a moral thing, like, oh, I shouldn't undercut people. It's actually more of because I know eventually they'll sell, and then mine will be the lowest price. So I usually try to go for like the 100 here. All right. But it is important to check the history, because we can see, okay, see, it has sold for 100 before or over. In fact, it's even sold for 400. But given these prices, it would take a long time for somebody to want to buy something for 400. So I'm just going to sell it for 100, just to get rid of it. Have something in there. All right, these sometimes sell. They're doing okay. And high quality. I see the lowest high quality here is 800, so I can sell this one for quite a bit more. And we can see the low quality hasn't been that. So I actually might undercut this guy a little bit. I'll just go to 880. And 885. Nah, I'll just go to 880. Undercut the guy by a slight amount, and we can see, yeah, done. So now we can begin on the grind. This is gonna be the fun part. All right, so which yokai do I have right now? Zazzle. Okay. I believe we want to go to the Stormblood regions for that. Let's order this guy here. Okay. So. This is Nada. Zazzle, okay. Oh, okay. Looks like I finished. Yeah, so I finished. She's got 10 medals. You can see here under their name it says medals. So I got 10 of him, 10 of her. I have his. No, not his. Hey, whose weapon do I have? Ah, I have his weapon. So then I need this guy and these. Wait, I have 10 of him too? 10, 10, 10. Oh, I'm way ahead of where I was. Okay, sorry about that. I am way ahead of myself. Okay. Great. So, yes, see, now I remember doing it yesterday. I was in the Forelands. So let's go back there. Thankfully, we have some options on where we want to go, so we can pick a place that is fun, has nice music. I could go to Asnam as well. Idleshire. Tail feather, alright, yes. This is where I want to be. I like that song. Alright. So, let's go ahead. Take off. Where are we going? We are going to where today? Alright, so we have some options here. Now, you can see here, 2 minutes, no way I'm going to make it in time. 8 minutes, could make it in time. 1 minute, not going to make it in time. But these, if you notice these two... Alright, let's see if I can move... how do I do this again? Okay. See, these two are little exclamation points. For those of you who don't play Final Fantasy XIV, that means that these have not activated yet, so I have plenty of time for those. So I'm going to go to those first. For people that don't play Final Fantasy XV, these are what are called fates. They are world events. You can find them all over the map in the overworld, and they're a great way to grind for seals for your Grand Company early on in the game. That's a kind of currency you can use. And they are also good for... come here. Oh, I have to sync my level. I'm too high of a level. See, I was level 80. I need to be level 56 to do this. Alright. Woo! Get past that guy. And the reason I want to get past that guy... So we'll notice you see these wild chocobo feathers on the ground. I need to pick those up and give them to that dude. And you can see these Bandersnatches. They have these little purple icons next to them. That means that they are the enemies for this fate. If I were to kill one, it would give me a Chocobo Feather. However, that is an inefficient way to do this fate. Because while I'm doing this, I can pick it up. You see I'm getting one every, like, 15 seconds or so. If I were to fight a Bandersnatch, you can see the amount of time it's going to take for me to kill him. I did not dance. That was dumb. There we go. You can see the amount of time it takes is a lot longer than just picking it up. And then also, if you have any kind of AoEs, there's a chance that you could pick up something else. Draw out your fight a little bit longer. So, alright. Now, usually, these guys will attack if I get within a certain range of them. I don't know why they're not attacking. I remember doing this exact same fate yesterday, and again, they were not attacking me, and I don't really know why. Usually, they would do that. They would aggro on you if you get too close. Let's do boom, 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 dance, and dead. I don't know why dancing hurts things, but it does, so I'm not going to question it. Alright, so it seems if you walk behind guys in this game, they have like an aggro in front of them, and they have an aggro range behind them, so if you stick behind them, they're not going to aggro as easily. So we're just going to try to avoid aggroing anybody, because it's going to save us a lot of time on this fate. Alright. Ah! Can I jump it? I can. Now, I don't know how many I need to complete this fate. I think you need to have like 20 or so. I haven't been keeping count. If you need, you can go over to your inventory, go over to key items. I can see I have 14. Let's just get it up to 20. This guy's obviously going to be joining us. Or not. Where'd he go? Okay, I guess he left. Alright, I'm lazy. If I use a mount, I can get over there like way faster. Even though it's just across the river there. Wild Chocobo Feathers. Ah, yes, the Fenrir mount. But not the Fenrir mount. I have that one too. That is Cloud's bike from Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. And yes, I did have to pay real money for it. Normally in these kind of things, I don't like microtransactions. I wouldn't want to buy these things, but I'm pretty cheap about that. But I really enjoy Final Fantasy XIV, and so for me, I felt that it would be mine. And I don't regret it at all. I got it last year for Christmas. They had a sale, and it went on sale, and I jumped right on top of that. So, all right, we should have enough now. 23, and we can see right over here. Look at this. I got a little mouse cursor thing. You can see right there, 23. It filled up, so that is done. Which means I can leave. And there's another minute on that fate, but it will notify me when it is completed. So, and we can see that the one that was over here is now over. And we can see these two over here, so let's just zoom on over that way. Yes, my motorcycle can fly. No, I don't know how. Alright. So, I'm going to go with the shorter one. Because I can probably finish it quickly, and then that will leave enough time to pop over to this one as well. So this will allow me to actually knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. So let's do the El Miacid. Do that one first. You can see over here on my menu up. See, boom! Legendary Zazzle Medal. Alright. Now I only need 4 more. Okay. Oh, somebody else beat me here. So right now I'm playing as a dancer, and the reason for that is I actually am trying to currently level up my Gunbreaker. But the reason for playing as the Dancer right now is because the Gunbreaker is a tank, which means he's not going to be doing as much damage. He's a lot harder to kill, but he is a lot slower to kill. Other things, obviously. And so because of that, I can complete these fates faster. Ah, man, I stepped out of the zone. Because of that, I can kill things a lot faster, complete fates a lot faster as the Dancer. Now, if I was to do a fate with one of those boss fates, I'll show you a picture of one of those later, then I would switch to the Gunbreaker, because as a DPS it is very difficult to solo some of those boss fates. So you will want to be a tank. And you can solo them. It's a little bit slower, but you can solo it. If you have a lot of people around, go ahead and DPS it, because somebody else will probably be tanking it. And also you can take it down much, much faster. But for these small dudes, DPS is the way to go. And the reason I'm using a Dancer over one of the other DPS is I could be a Samurai, or I could be a Monk. I also have my... I hit it. I also have Summoner and Black Mage. They are all DPSs that I could be using. But I am using the Dancer because it is a ranged DPS, which means I can reach things a little bit faster. I would be doing more damage as a Monk or a Samurai, or a Black Mage for that matter. Actually, I'd probably even be doing more as a Summoner. So of the DPSs, this is probably the weakest one that I have. But this one ability right here, ooh, it's a huge boon. It takes out a huge amount of damage. So that's definitely a huge boon. And also, boom, 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 because I can reach things. So if you have somebody else, like that other guy who was here a little while ago, I don't know where he went, but if he tags something, I can run over and grab it, and I don't have to be like right up next to it. Oh, there he is. Let's do that. No, no, don't run away. Come back. Oh man, that was my own dumb fault. I got too far away. It de-aggroed, wasting my time. Let's go under this bridge. There we go. And I think we'll need, this will either be the last guy or there'll be one more after this guy. And that was the last one. So, I got another medal. Ah, these things are random. There's like a % chance that one will even spawn, but I've been very fortunate. So, I cannot complain. Alright, yay! Also, what? Oh, I'm mounted. I'm like, why can I not attack? The other great thing about the Dancer is that most guys have some sort of AoE attack. However, if you look at the math on it, your AoEs are beneficial for 3 enemies and up. If you're attacking 2 enemies, you're actually doing more damage to a single enemy than you would be doing to 2 enemies. So for the sake of time, it's actually more efficient to attack 1 enemy at a time if they're 2, and only use your AoEs when there are 3 or more. The Dancer, however, does more damage to 2 enemies than she does to 1. So because of that, that's actually another reason that I use it, is because she is great for AoEing. I say she, I should say it, because technically guys can be Dancers too. But yeah, it's great for AoE, and that's why I'm using it here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. Ah, die. Also, because of AoE, see, now normally, if I'm not targeting somebody, I can't use my attacks. They have to have a target. AoE attacks don't need targets a lot of the time. They either are just ground attacks, or they attack just in a circle around you, basically. And because of that, I can just spam them all the time. Ah, I tagged another guy right there. And this one. Am I within range? I'm not within range. Just too far apart. Let's do more about the sneeze here. Never mind, that sneeze did not come. Alright. You can see this fate's going pretty fast. Part of that's this other guy here. And I have been really stupid. I've been really lucky with these medals. Wow. I should have had my chocobo out the whole time, and I didn't, and that was really, really dumb. So this guy might have checked him in. Okay, so if we see... I'm going to head over this way. These, with the little angry faces, those are boss fates. These ones with the little sword and axe, these are kill things fates. If you see a little, looks like a little pouch, those would be collection fates. So I'm going to try to avoid these if I can, only because these are fine, but the thing is because right now the fate grinding is kind of slow, has slowed down. Most people pretty much have all their weapons and whatnot. I was a little bit late because I was playing a different game, and I wanted to finish that out before I started this one. Oh, got the vlog. Sick again. See that? He was attacking that guy, and I can tag it. So anyway, I was a little bit late to the party, which is why I'm trying to play catch up now. They used to have these huge fate trains that would just go from fate to fate to fate and clear them out super fast. Because you'd have like easily 12 people running them at a time. And because of that, you could complete a lot of the stuff a lot faster. Including the big boss ones. They would go down really fast. In fact, they might even be faster than some of these sometimes. However, because those trains are gone, or at least most of them are, occasionally you'll find one. But because most of those trains are now gone, you pretty much have to solo each fate, or you might have one other person out there helping you out. Oh! And so because of that, I'm going to try to avoid the boss ones, just because they are doable, but they are very slow. And so I will be wasting time. If there are no other fates out there, we'll most certainly do them. So you can see that time I did not get a token. So they're certainly doable, but you might want to avoid them for the sake of time right now. Unless, of course, you want to log on and play with me, because if you do that, then hey, we can make a party and we can just clear those things like there's no tomorrow. Alright, so I have to be careful here. Or not, because that guy aggroed the bear. Alright, so I was going to say, I should be careful because I aggro the bear, because he's nothing that I have to time on. It looks like this guy, I can safely stop these apes, but I really should be nice. Because we do this together. Now, for those of you who don't play Final Fantasy XIV, these two guys have a little plant next to their names. That means that they are sprouts. These are new guys, relatively new. They might have been playing for quite a while, but basically what it means is they have not completed the up to the most recent expansion. So they are still on older parts of the story. Maybe they're new, maybe they've been playing for a while and they've just been goofing off and haven't been playing the main story. But for whatever reason, they are not maxed. They are not far enough in the story, so they are not considered full players yet. So they are still sprouts. I was a sprout for way too long myself, actually. When I started playing, my friends and I started playing because we were looking for a game that was. We used to play WoW back in the day, and you know because I live in Taiwan, so I don't live in the U.S. And when I was in the U.S., I'd always get the prepaid cards, so we couldn't obviously get those here because Taiwan's a different region, and there were a lot of just logistic problems with trying to play in the U.S. So we were looking for another MMO. We decided to give this one a try. We tried it out for a while. One of my friends didn't really like it that much, so he kind of stopped playing, and the other ones got busy. So I was basically left alone. I love this game, so I have continued to play it years after they left. So I still play it. But because of that, I did not progress in the story very quickly because I was just, you know, didn't really feel the need to. All right, so it looks like we might have to do a boss. So I'm gonna switch to my gunbreaker. So you see my gunbreaker 75. I'm not quite 80 yet on the gunbreaker, but that's okay. Alright, I also have Warrior maxed out at level 80. Here we go, there he is. Alright. So you're going to see how much slower this is. Alright. Boom. Now you can see, if you look at my life, you can see he doesn't really do that much damage to me. So he's not that big of a threat. Now, if I was a DPS, though, he'd be doing a significantly larger amount of damage to my life. So it's so being a tank is a huge advantage on these bosses. But you can see just how slow his life's going down. If I had other people here, this would go a lot faster. Oh, there we go. And ta-da! We have something else. But that's okay. I will grab that for him, so he can just focus on the Galawakas. Kill these. Yeah, you can really see how much slower this goes. Also, I'm pretty sure that guy was focusing on the mob and not the boss, which he really should have been focusing on the boss. I know for a fact his Chocobo was attacking the mob. Smack. Okay. So this is where the grind becomes real. It's just doing this right here. Now, thankfully, when we're done with this, hopefully there should be a regular fate for us to do. Save us a lot of time and trouble. Oh, life's about half. This is slowly whittling me down. So another real reason that I should get my Chocobo out, one, he's going to help me with DPS. He's going to help me do a lot more damage. That's going to speed up the process. Also, my Chocobo has healing. So he's going to be consistently healing me, and that's going to give me a little bit more survivability. So it's very important to have him out. Early on, your Chocobo is going to be kind of weak. The more you level it up, the stronger it's going to be. Yay, another medal. So I need to check how many medals do I have currently. I need one more. Alright. Oops. No. Turtle. Alright. So let's see, where are we off to next? Aha, down here. Here we go. Oh, that guy got smart. Look at that. He teleported there. I don't know if you guys noticed it. Did you hear it? He made that shoo sound. Save himself some time. Alright, so here's why I love the turtle. Have any of you seen Gamera? It's kind of like an old Japanese kaiju similar to Godzilla. Well, this is why I love the turtle. Yes, he flies like Gamera. Alright. Oh! You were about to see how slow I could be. Ah, too many little dudes around. Be careful with my AOT. Ooh. Nice. Nicely. And it would seem that I am tagging this feathered flea anyway. Now, part of the reason I'm going backwards in terms of the tokens was because the yokai are divided into different areas, so you can get the so you can get their tokens from certain fates in certain places, and the last 4 yokai are all in Heaven's Word and Stormblood zones. Oh shit, I'm dying. Chocobo, heal me. So, because of that, these fates actually take longer. And I think the reason is because at this point in the game, you would have a lot more of your abilities unlocked. These are much higher level zones. For instance, these are all level 56. And because of that, then the enemies are a lot tougher. Now, if I go to some of the early starting zones, enemies are going to be like level 5, which means I will sink down to level 5, which will give me maybe 1 or 2 abilities to use. So because of that, the enemies are really, really weak, because you basically just are spamming the same 2 abilities over and over again. So you can kill them a lot faster. So the fates in these higher level zones are actually slower than grinding fates in lower level zones, and I'm the kind of guy who likes to save his dessert for last. So I'm going to try to knock out all these high level stuff, or the slower stuff first, and then just kind of breeze through the earlier stuff. There he is. I think we need 2 more guys here. Tag him. Okay, let's tag this guy. Forgetting to do my dancing. Oh my god. Yay! Alright, that went fast. I think we only missed 1. That's amazing. That is incredibly fortunate. Alright, so let's go to the minion guide. Ooh. I keep forgetting this game X is select and not circle. On the PlayStation, the default the circle is select. A lot of games use circle as select, some use X as select. It's very confusing. Oh wait, he only has 5? Okay. Wait, he has 5. He has 15. Oh no, I had the wrong dude out the whole time. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, that's so dumb. I'm an idiot. Alright, so this guy... I'm gonna have more fates here. At least. Oh, that's funny. You gotta laugh at yourself sometimes in life. I'm talking about how fortunate I am, and here I am being an idiot. Alright. Oh, that was so dumb. Oh. It's even dumber because after I buy the weapon, I have no more use for those tokens. So literally, it's something that I'm not gonna need. So I'm gonna tank it for him. You see how he wasn't attacking it? Oh, he's a monk. Okay. You see how he wasn't attacking it? That's because he knows he would. He knows he can't solo it. But me being a tank, we should be just fine. Oop. Finding this T-Rex thingamajigger here. So I would just like to point out, people who have not played Final Fantasy XIV, this crossbar system down here at the bottom, how I use my abilities, is genius. And I do not understand at all why no other game currently uses it. Because this is by and far the best way to have all your abilities at your disposal in an MMO style game. I know that if you played like the old okay, so for example, if you played the old what's it called, Phantasy Star Online, basically they would have like 3 abilities, right, and they were tied to your buttons, so you could just use those 3 abilities, and then if you held down the trigger, it would bring up another 3, so you had a total of 6 abilities. Dragon's Dogma did the same thing. A lot of games I've seen do that. I think Dragon Age, if I remember correctly, does it that way. So basically... Oh, wait. Oh, that's why. Sorry, dude. Yeah, start targeting him. I forgot to turn on my aggro thing. So basically that would give you a total of 6 abilities. Now, Final Fantasy XIV has taken that to the extreme. Okay, so instead of having the 3 abilities that you had in Phantasy Star, I don't remember why it was 3 and not 4. I think maybe 4 was... I don't remember what it was. Was it Sprint? I know in Dragon's Dogma the 4th button was Jump, so... but anyway... So, here you have 4 buttons. So the way it works is instead of... So normally, you can just press your buttons and they'll do an ability. Here, I actually have to hold down the trigger. If I'm not holding down the trigger, then all my buttons do something else, which are non-attack things. I'm just going to tank this. Okay, you know what? I'm a little bit distracted. I'll explain this a little bit better once I'm done with this guy. Plus, I can demonstrate to you guys how this works. Oh, my sun's down. Got it. There we go. Okay, so before I move on to the next fate, I'll demonstrate some things here. Alright, so you can see down here at the bottom, you can see all these, you know, there's what is it, 16 different things, okay? So the way that I activate these is if I hold down R2, it'll activate these and these, okay? And you can see right here real small, triangle, circle, square, X, and over here it's got the D-pad, up, down, left, right. So if I'm holding down R2, then I have access to commands. If I hold down L2, I have access to these 8 commands. So that gives me a total access of 16 commands. However, if I hold down R2 and then L1, it opens up another 8 commands. Okay? So, which is actually another bar. So you can see here, if I hold down R1, it can show you my bars. This is bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, bar 5, bar 6, bar 7, bar 8. So, bar 4 is my default attack thing, and then bar 5 is my secondary, and then bar 6 is tertiary. I really need to use bar 6 because I don't have that many abilities. So that's 16 abilities per bar. So I have 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 64 abilities. I could have a total of 64 abilities, which is insane. But okay, and that's L1, L2. Okay, and I can access bar 5 by holding down R2 and then L2. Okay, and that is one half of bar 5. And if I hold down L2 and then R2, that's the other half of bar 5. And if I double tap R2, that'll open up bar 6, double tap L2, and that'll open up the other half of bar 6. So I have access to 48 commands at any given time. And at most it's 2 button taps, and then I have access to it. So 3. But I mean, you can go really fast. So I mean, you could be like, you know, like that. So if you know what your abilities are and you know where they are, you could just, you know, as quickly as boom, boom, boom. I mean, that's really quick, right? Right? So you have access to 48 different commands on a PS4 controller, which is amazing. Because, I mean, if you're doing, say, like when I played WoW, right? You have the abilities on the numpad across the bar. So that gives you 10, and then you could hit shift, and then you could go to the next bar, and then you could hit shift and then go to the next bar. And then to equal the number of things you have here, you would literally have to shift 1, 2, 3. You'd have to shift it 4 times. It's the equivalent of 4 bars or 4 sets of board, or on, like, say, your standard MMO. So that's actually really amazing and genius that they came up with this. And I have no idea why no other game has done it. I think it's just really dumb. And I think even games that are not MMOs, like Dragon's Dogma, because Dragon's Dogma had a lot of abilities that were a lot of fun, but you could only equip, I think, 6 at a time. And I definitely understand the argument that, oh, you know, you need to pick and choose. You can't just have access to all your abilities. We want characters to be somewhat customizable. That's definitely a design choice, and that's perfectly fine. But this would give you the ability, you know, if you really wanted access to a lot of abilities and you really wanted characters to have a lot of options, I would say that something like this would be the way to go. Now, you don't have to go as extreme as this with 48 abilities, but you could definitely do, say, you know, at least 10. And I mean, like 8, let's say 16. You know, just because it's a nice even number. And I mean, having 16 different options in a game would be tremendous. That would give you I mean, you could do a lot with that. So I really like the system. I really wish more games did it. I heard that WoW is soon going to be adding controller support, so they will probably be implementing something similar. So that's good for them. Good on them. Going back to WoW, I actually we did eventually find a way to play WoW. Basically, it used to be that I did not have a credit card, so I had to buy the prepaid time cards. And then eventually I did get my debit card, but then because I live in Taiwan, it was a Taiwanese card. There were some issues trying to use it for instance, whenever I log into a Blizzard website, it automatically sends me to the Chinese page. And even my account's an American account, but when they send me emails in Chinese, not in English. So somehow it's detecting where I've logged in from most recently, and it's just assuming that. So it wants to put me in Region 3, so I have to basically tell it, no, I'm not in Region 3. But anyway, eventually I guess they changed their policy or something, so you could use international cards for purchasing things outside their regions. So did that. We played WoW for a while. But I ended up ending my account after the Hearthstone Blitzchung incident. So yeah, canceled my account after that. Sent an email to Blizzard telling them that I did not agree with their decision, basically, and that I would be banning myself for the duration of the ban on Blitzchung. So, canceled that, and told him I'd be gone for 6 months. It's now been 10 months. And I think my friends really want me to come back for when, was it Shadowlands comes out? So we should be getting back in then. But until then, I am thoroughly enjoying my Final Fantasy XIV. So, back to the easy fate. Sorry if that got a little bit political. But we will try to avoid politics if we can. Alright, so back to this. Alright. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. I thought I was going to attack that water sprite. That would have been bad. Now, hopefully, I will be able to get all these yokai things out of the way eventually, and then I can go back to the story, because I really want to catch up with the story. And also, there's a lot of other games that I'd like to be streaming. Right now, I am debating between Ghost of Tsushima and Windbound. So far, it seems I'm leaning Ghost of Tsushima, because that's what I've been recommended by my co-host on Middle Age Gaming. So, feel free to tune in every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, so we do a gaming stream. So feel free to come by, hear about some gaming stuff. We do news. We talk about what we're currently gaming or playing on. It's not really, what do you call it? Not quite reviews, but you know, we just gotta review what we're doing. But it's not like, oh, it's 10 out of 10 kind of thing. Yeah, if I'm being entirely honest, I don't really like the idea of ranking games with numbers. But I'll get into that later. Oh no! Ah, crap! Ah! I'm a tank. It's gonna be slow. Okay, so that actually wasn't that slow. However, that guy was apparently quite weak. So it looks like I can just safely tank this one. But let's have some fun here. So it's slow to kill one at a time, but to kill 4 at a time, ooh, 5 at a time. Killing 5 at a time is a much more efficient use of our time. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of damage to him. That is true. But I am doing more damage overall than I would be to any one individual. There goes one down. Goes 2 down. Switch over to my single enemy. And boom! That was incredibly inefficient. You know how many of these things I could have grabbed in that time? 4 and 5, I'll tell you that. Actually, I don't know. That one's relatively fast. Ah, but now they're all closed up together. Oh, come on, man. Gunblade makes no sense. Actually, didn't even make sense in Final Fantasy VIII. So, some of you may be asking, how does a gunblade work? Well, I collected way too many feathers. The way a gunblade works is, in Final Fantasy VIII, you put a cartridge into your gunblade, and basically what happens is when you hit an enemy, you're supposed to fire your gun, okay? And it doesn't shoot a bullet. What happens is the explosion from the bullet is supposed to cause the blade to vibrate, and that is how it increases its damage. It's basically a vibro axe from Star Wars. So you get this vibrating blade, and that is what is causing the damage. Now, in Final Fantasy, yeah, I know, it's kind of ridiculous. Now, in Final Fantasy XIV, it works kind of differently. Here, what happens is the cartridges that you put inside the gunblade are infused with ether, which is kind of like your chi or spirit energy, soul material. So basically, you're infusing the cartridges with ether, and then what you're doing is when you fire it, you're discharging magic. So at least there's some magic to it. That kind of makes a little bit more sense. I mean, it's still, you know, not terribly logical, but yeah, it's like, I guess the equivalent would be if you had a magic sword, like a fire sword or something like that. You know, it does fire damage, but here you can actually, it's not, you're discharging magic in bursts rather than just having something eternally magified or whatever. Alright! Yeah, this guy's running off. See you, dude. Alright. Wait, it's still going on? Wait, I finished... Oh, is it a new one? No way. Was I mistaken? Oh my god. I was mistaken. It was 20 last time. It's 30 this time, apparently. I don't know why it's more. Okay, well, that is a mystery to me. There, 30, done. There we go. Okay, well, that was interesting. Did not expect that to happen. Okay. So, alright. Let's do this. Alright, if I remember correctly, this one actually has a little boss dude at the end. So, actually, maybe we should just tank it to be safe. Alright. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. Grab you. Everybody's my enemy now. Alright, I'm good at making friends. Okay. Alright, so here's a bit of trivia for you. You might notice that my character's name is Cabernet, which is a kind of wine. Now, the reason for that is, remember before I was talking about how my friends and I used to play WoW. When we play games like WoW or Phantasy Star or pretty much anything, we like to give our characters theme names. Okay? And so when we were playing WoW, and this is back in, this must have been like 2005, 2006, you know, way back in vanilla WoW. This is before even the first expansion. We decided that we were going to create characters, and our theme was their names going to be named after wines. And we've used other themes like, you know, fruit, pastries, waterfowl, you know, those sort of things. So we just randomly chose to name them after wines. I got Cabernet, and that's where I got my name. And yes, my character on WoW was Cabernet. So because of that, we used to play a lot back in the day. I'm gonna die because I've been talking and not paying attention. Anyway. Damage. I'm gonna use them too. So anyway, because of that, I have had this character for a very long time. I've used her in, you know, obviously she was my character in WoW. Then I moved into, you know, Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I was like, you know, I'm going to create the same character. Fallout, created the same character. So over time, I just keep recreating the same character over and over again. So that is why she is my character in this game, because I've been using this character for a long time. And she just transitions from one to the other. Back in the WoW's days, I was a warlock, which is why when I started playing Final Fantasy XIV, I primarily played as a summoner. They're relatively similar. However, Final Fantasy XIV gives you the option of class jumping. So even though I started off not as a summoner, as an arcanist, but then moving into summoner, I've actually been swapping quite around. I think my #1 played class actually is warrior. I think I probably played that more than any other class. Also really like the black mage. And I've really enjoyed the dancer since that came out, so adding that to my mains as well. Let's see. That one has no time left. That one's almost done. Oh, there we go. That's our beeline. Wait. This is right here. This guy's clearly waiting for somebody else to hop on in. Or they're just wasting their time. See, I thought somebody's going to help me out here. We could go a little bit faster, but I apparently was wrong. Oh, I should shirk on this guy. That would be such a dick move. Shirk is an ability that allows you to transfer aggro from yourself to somebody else. Where's my chocobo? There we go! Warrior Bro! I made sure I got that. I didn't want to take it from me. Matter of principle. I apologize for any crass language. I've caught myself slipping up twice already. So let me just say in advance, I am sorry for that. Oh, yawn. Okay, well, earlier I mentioned that I don't really like the way people do game rankings where they say, like, oh, you know, 10 out of 10, or 8 out of 10, or 4.5 out of 5. And the reason is because I feel like a lot of times that oversimplifies things. For instance, what defines a 10 out of 10 game? Because a 10 out of 10 game for you might not be a 10 out of 10 game for me. For example, The Witcher. It got huge praise. You know, it's considered one of the greatest games of all time. And I really enjoyed playing through the story of Witcher, but the gameplay itself I found was quite grindy. The combat was lackluster. I had a lot of glitches when I played. For instance, I had the audio glitch. I went and did the tree spirit before I met the what do they call them? 3 hag ladies. So I ended up getting the audio glitch where when you talk to them, just the audio cuts out entirely. So, and that's a long cutscene. It's like, what, 15-20 minutes? So it's just literally me staring at a screen for 15-20 minutes of silence. Thankfully, I had turned on subtitles. I always turn on subtitles, because if I hadn't, it would have just been me staring at like the same animations, you know, the same idle animation for 5 minutes at a time. So thankfully, I was at least able to read what they were saying. But yeah, I mean, the audio, I mean, that's a glaring issue. I've seen other people having that online. There was an issue where my horse didn't animate, so it just looked like Geralt was riding a, you know, like a wooden, you know, rocking horse that just glided along the ground. My horse off one time. Like, literally, the hair was floating 2 feet in front of the horse. And then lots of just, you know, the textures popping in slowly. So, from that point of view, I mean, people were giving Mass Effect Andromeda a really hard time before it even came out, purely on the graphics and the animations. And I mean, when you're running as Geralt or on Roach and you get caught up because you stumbled over a tree root and it completely halts your movement, I mean, horse riding in that game is awful. So, to say out of 10 game, you know, from my perspective, I would not have given 10. The story, fantastic. Characters, well done. Voice acting is amazing. Actually very impressed with a lot of the little animations and stuff. Really, really good. But the gameplay itself, pretty much one. I would be sitting there and just Zero Dawn is just so much better in my opinion. And the story on Horizon Zero Dawn, I would say, is equally as good. The only difference is you don't, you know, it's more linear. There's no branching trees. That's basically the only difference, is that Witcher has branching trees and Horizon Zero Dawn is a linear story. But if you're only playing Witcher once, you know, like, you're not going to see those branching trees really unless you're playing multiple times. So, you know, if you're only going to be playing it once, you know, so in my opinion, I don't really see why one would be considered a 10, you know, Witcher would be 10 out of 10 game and Horizon Zero Dawn wouldn't. To me personally, I would say they're equal. I wouldn't say Horizon Zero Dawn is better, because definitely there is something to be said for branching trees. Also, I would say that The Witcher had a better cast. Alright, in Horizon Zero Dawn, you had a much smaller number of characters that were relevant to the story. Witcher had a huge cast, much more in depth. Now, granted, it did have the advantage of not being the first entry in its series. So I mean, there's all that information is already out there. You don't have to create everything from the ground up. But yeah, I would say they were equal. So because of that, I don't really like the whole concept of 10 out of 10. You know, giving something a numbered score. What I would prefer, if I were to do game reviews, I would give them a letter score, and I'm not saying a letter in like A, B, C, D. I'm saying like, you know, I'd give it an N for niche. You know, saying like, oh, this game is, if you're, you know, this game is very niche. It's very perfect for people that are into this style of game. They are absolutely going to love it. If it's not your style, you might want to avoid it. You know, so a game like Dusk Divers, which is kind of a, you know, kind of like a, what do you call them, like a brawler kind of game, but it's very that, you know, anime trope heavy kind of game. That would be what I would consider a niche game. You know, if you're into that sort of game, then you'd probably really, really enjoy it. If you're not into that sort of game, I wouldn't recommend it to you. But yeah, I'd say something like that. If I were to rate The Witcher 3, I'd rate it as a cultural event, actually. It's like Game of Thrones, you know, you might not like it, but it's one of those things that you should be aware of because it's going to get a lot of attention and a lot of people are going to be talking about it. So if you want, you know, so everybody should at least be aware of it, and I would highly recommend everybody play it just to stay on top of the water cooler chat, you know. So I would rank games like that, you know, niche, cultural event, absolutely must play, you know, totally avoid. I wouldn't give them number scores. And for that reason, I think Conan's, what do you call it, the Clueless Gamer ranking system is brilliant. Because really, it doesn't matter. So, yeah, for instance, Mass Effect got really bad reviews. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. Now, the story, I felt was very uninspired. I felt it was very much just a rehash of the original Mass Effect trilogy. You know, it was basically just a new skin of paint, but the story was almost identical. But I had a lot of fun in the gameplay. You know, zipping around, exploring the planets, for the most part. You know, I actually really enjoyed it. But I know a lot of people hated it. A lot of people really praise, what's it called? Fallout New Vegas. I actually prefer Fallout 3 over New Vegas. And a lot of people used to praise Fallout 4 when it first came out, and now everybody says it's awful. You know, so and then also you get things like critical reviews versus I need one more. Critical reviews versus user reviews, so you know, you can get two very wildly different views on that. So because of that, I'm not sure. You know, I feel like if so, for example, if you were doing a critical review and the the critics give it 5 stars or 4 stars, right? And then you get a user review and the users are like, I'm going to give it like a 60. There's obviously some discrepancy there, right? But I mean, I feel like if you said, oh, you know, this game is a, you know, it's niche, it'd be a lot easier, you know, like I think people could say like, yeah, you know, this isn't for me, but I could kind of see where other people might enjoy it. So if I ever do game reviews in a semi-official capacity, that is how I would rate them. As I mentioned before, I do a podcast. We do review the games that we are currently playing. But we don't really go into reviews in the sense of like, oh, you know, we basically just say, who would we recommend this game for? What do we like about it? What do we not like about it? That sort of thing. So, yeah. Feel free to join us there. All right. Oh, look at that. We've been on for over an hour now, and I have been pretty consistently talking. All right. Challenge accepted. Or reached, or whatever. All right. If you know me, I'm sure you're not surprised at all that I can go for an entire hour and just talk. But yeah, pretty awesome. Where are my dogs? There's one. Is that one? Oh, that guy? Ah, his name is clipping into the rock.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh.
I hate that song. I hate it so much. My wife and I went to Okinawa back in, I don't remember when it was. Earlier this year. Or was it last year? Actually, it must have been last year, because it had to have been before COVID-19. Okay. Anyway, we went to Okinawa, and the radio was set to the default English station for the military base. It was the only English station they had. But, you know, my wife, she's Taiwanese. She actually speaks a little bit of Japanese. Obviously Chinese, or Mandarin, I should say. But she really likes English, so, you know. So we were listening to the English channels. And that song came on like 3 times every hour. It was so bad. I mean, I feel really bad for the people who have to listen to that radio station. Because literally, I mean, I don't know if it's like a military thing where they limit what people can have and there has to be like approvals. I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, they had like 20 songs and that was all they played. So it was pretty bad. Oh, right. Okay, so I'm done. And after that horrible mistake of Legendary Zazzle, can I trade these? I think I can trade them. Alright, so I might be able to trade these, so maybe I shouldn't throw them away. Maybe I should find some poor schmuck who needs them and do some charity work here. Alright, but anyway, I am now officially done with all the new areas, and by new I mean Beyond Realm Reborn. So let us move into older areas. All right, USA Peon, which I think he's an otter. He looks like a rabbit, but I think he's an otter. And if you're wondering why I know that, it's because I teach a lot of young children, and some of them really like Yokai Watch. So I try to keep up with my childish cartoons because it makes relating to the students a little bit easier. And just makes them a little more receptive. So let's see, I can go to Outer La Nia, Middle La Nia, and Western Thanlan. I don't like Thanlan, it's a desert, it bores me. I like Nia, that's where I started off as an Arcanist, so that's my home. So let's go to Middle La Nia. Is it La Nia or La Nia? I think it's La Nia. There's Middle. We're gonna go to Middle because it's big and it's very low level. This is the beginning area for anybody that starts in La Nia. So these are going to be very low level fates, but that means they're going to be able to be completed very quickly. Now the other problem though is if, see, you can see it right here, no fates. And there we go. There are no fates, but you see this here? You see that guy there? And there's a dude down there. Okay, they're doing what I'm doing. Okay, they are. Oh, there's another one there. Okay, so these guys are fate grinding. And there's another one on the cloud. So these guys, they might be part of a group, they might not, I'm not sure. But this is the typical hangout spot in this zone for fate grinding, and the reason for that is because of its central location. So this is going to give you the best average response time to any one fate, and so as soon as one pops, they're all going to go running in one direction. So I can either pay attention to my map, which, as you can see, I have my map up here, or I can just wait around and watch them, but watching your map is a little bit better for two reasons. One, it's better because you can react faster. And two, it is better because, for instance, if I'm looking like here for a second and they're behind me and I turn around and they're all gone, well, now I have to figure out which direction they went in. Boom, see? Now I can react. See, notice I'm the first one and they are all behind me. See? Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Don't turn around. I forget that with flying. Can't control. Alright. And I am just going to spam this one ability here. And the reason for that is because, now, like I said, I could do this way faster on the dancer, and that is true. I could do this way faster on the dancer. However, as you can see, speed is not really an issue because we are burning through these guys really fast anyway. So I want to be able to tag as many enemies as possible. Now, fates are based on, apparently, aggro. Okay? So what that means is that it's not based on how many enemies you tag, it's based on how much aggro you're drawing off of them. Okay? So that means you have to do, you know, more damage, it's going to be doing more aggro. Well, as a tank, I naturally generate more average. As my response, not okay. It's going to be much easier for me to generate aggro, and it's gonna be a lot easier for me to get that gold rank. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. I got my map back up. Got my beautiful flying mount. You'll notice a lot of people, that guy has a motorcycle. That guy has a motorcycle. So you can tell that that mount is very popular. If I would not be surprised if that was the #1 selling thing, with the exception of possibly Fantasia's, on the Mog station. That would not surprise me. Okay, so moving on. So hang on here. Is that the same one? There's another motorcycle. One. That's a bird. That's the claw. That's the car. Oh, there. Boom. See? Look. Now see, they're all moving in that direction. So I should follow them. Boom, boom, boom. Level sync and spam. So you can see there's one downside to being, the one upside to being a, oh, there's lots of them. The one upside to being the dancer is that I would do, oh, no, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay. The one upside to, I stepped out of the area and it delisted me from the fate. The one advantage to being a dancer is I would have a lot more range. And as having more range, it means I could tag enemies faster. So I'm pretty sure if I was a dancer, I would actually probably still get the gold. I think I could still do it. In fact, let's do an experiment. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to be the dancer. Oh, no, wait, never mind. For a second, I was like, oh, my God, I still have access to the dance ability. But no, it's because I'm level 80 right now. So I was all excited. Now I'm disappointed. So the fun thing about this car here, I have one too. 4 people can ride it. Okay, most mounts, only one person. The one I'm currently riding is one. The motorcycle is one. But a few mounts, we can open up our mount menu real quick. A few of them can carry more than one person. So, for example, this chocobo, the drought chocobo, can carry 2 people. Where's the other one? It must be on the next side. This car can carry 4. You see where it says terrestrial 4 right here? Right there? Okay. That's what people can carry. And where's the other one? Where's Titania? Ah, this one. This one can carry... What? This one's supposed to carry 2. Oh, I guess not. I thought this one could carry 2. Oh, it shows how much I know. Wait, he has an ability? He can do a barrel roll? How did I not know this? How did I not know that? Oh my god. Oh, I'm totally going to have to test that out later. Oh, how did I not know he can do a barrel roll? Oh, it's a great thing. Okay, you can see they're way ahead of me. I should just spam, spam, spam. Ah! Come here, little lost lamb. Now we can't go any further because we will... I do have dance. Fantastic. Oh. Ah, that's why I have it. Because I'm not level synced. No. There we go. Okay, now see this particular one. See, I got a silver there. I don't think it's because I'm a dancer. I think that's because A, I'm late to the party, and that particular fate is not optimal. The enemies spawn way outside the fate zone, so you can't go off to their spawn point. And also, so if you're not ranged, it will be dead by the time it reaches you. So if I was a tank, I wouldn't be able to tag anything. But also, since everything dies so quickly, if you're not tagging things quick enough, you're not tagging anything either. So, but oh, yeah, here comes the cat. Like my literal. Hey, Blonde. How you doing, baby? All right. Now this fate. This one we're gonna have some fun with. Everybody gets tagged. Boom. Oh, one ability. See, if I'm just spamming this ability, I might as well have actually been the tank, just because as the tank, I could do this with aggro, and I don't think I'm actually gaining any real advantage in range here, so they have to individually charge. But in these low-level areas, you're just going to want to AoE as much as possible. So... I don't think I'm going to have any advantage here. But let's see if I can at least get the gold. I think I will. Yep, got it. Okay. So yeah, that definitely works. Ah, this Mad Sergeant. Ah, this one dude is still trying to... I was targeted by that one guy. I just turned on my music for my mount. So you can see this guy's almost already dead. I'm gonna try to grab as much aggro on him as I can. I should still get gold, I think, actually. Alright, so you see how I joined that? He was already halfway dead, and I still got gold? That's because I had turned on my aggro... grab aggro ability. But also, I immediately did the steal aggro ability on top of that, so... That is why... These ones are not coming as quick as the other ones. That's a shame. And as you can tell, there aren't as many fates here as there are in the other area. There's a lot of waiting around here. So in the older zones, you're going to be waiting around a little bit more, probably. So it might actually be a little bit slower. The fates themselves are faster. But, I don't know what to put them like there. There we go. Grabbed all the aggro there. Attack enemies. All the aggro. Now here they don't... Aggro is definitely a WoW term. Here it's called... what do they call it? Threat? Yeah, I don't know why I've never heard somebody in this game say aggro. I always hear them say something else. I'm going to say threat. But it is aggro. Actually, let's... I think I can look it up right here. Let's see. Significantly increases enmity. Enmity, that's the word. Enmity means aggro. Yes! By pure coincidence. Alright, so let's head for the middle. There it is. Do a barrel roll! I did not know I could do that. I don't like this song. Turning it off. Oh! Okay. Waiting for the next fate. Waiting for the next fate. Okay. Oh yeah, baby! Sorry, I was texting. Alright. Ah, come on! No! No, come on! Ah. That's so slow. Grab something! Okay, now we're good. Grab it all, grab it all. Yeah, I don't think I get much... I think the range... I might get slightly more range on that AoE with the dancer, but not worth the enmity. Definitely recommend doing it as a tank if you can. I don't think it really matters if you're grabbing it as long as you're generating it. So even if everybody's a tank, I think you should still be fine. So. Yeah. So, do. All right, another boss one. Oh wait, I'm already the class I want to be. Ooh, big crab. Mine! Alright, yes! I will hold the enmity on this guy. So I'm pretty much at this point guaranteed to get a gold. Oh, my chocobo! So one thing I really like about Final Fantasy XIV that WoW didn't have, I've heard it has it now, but it's the level syncing. So the way it works is whenever you do something that is below your level, you will automatically sync down to the maximum level for that content. And also, interestingly enough, all your gear will sync to the maximum level for that material as well. So, for example, WoW has it, Destiny has it. A lot of times, people now have like item levels, eye levels. So all your items in Final Fantasy XIV have eye levels. And what happens is, basically, there's a maximum eye level for each quote-unquote level. So currently, for the level 80, I think the highest is, what, 450? 480, I think? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, if you're syncing down to level 10, whatever the max eye level for level 10 gear is, all your gear will level down to that max eye level. And that will make them appropriate for that content. So that is how you can do all this old content, and I think it's a great idea. It keeps old content not quite fresh, but fresh enough. I think in Guild Wars, your level doesn't even really matter at all. Everything's based on eye level, basically, and everything syncs. So you can go do old content and grind it just as much as you can grind new content. Whereas in Final Fantasy XIV, yes, if I'm grinding lower content, I am not going to be getting that experience bonus that I would be with higher level content. But I think it keeps it fresh in the sense that it doesn't become challengeless. And then, of course, they've been doing pretty well recently by releasing events like this Yokai event a long time ago. I guess they did this before. But recently, with the release of the most recent expansion, they've been having these Moogle events where it encourages players to run old content and then they can use it to unlock rewards. Well, this one, previously the Moogle events have all been are built around doing older dungeons, which we were already kind of incentivized to do with the dungeon roulette. They have a roulette that you can do, and you'll get bonuses. You get a daily bonus, and then you'll get smaller bonuses. But hang on. So you get the daily bonuses, and then you get a bonus just for doing the roulette. So if you're selecting a roulette versus selecting, like, say, the best dungeon for you, you might get a low-level dungeon. But you'll get bonus experience for it, so you're encouraged to do that. And that helps out low-level people, because if they need to complete a certain dungeon, they can queue for that particular dungeon. And people who are just queuing for the experience bonus can get randomly matched with them, so it works out relatively well. So I think it's a pretty good system. I like it. Where is this exactly? Okay. Oh, is this the fish one? It's the fish one. Ah, this one. So this one, this particular fate, is super low level. You can see it's level 2. These little guys are running around at level 2. I'm level 9. But I literally
don't have access to anything except for I have 2 abilities that I can use. I cannot use the AoE here, even if I wanted to. This is just literally the lowest level. I don't know if there is a fate lower than this one. Ah, come here! Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know if there is content lower than that. There might be some in some of the other zones that are equally as low, but I think that's quite possibly the lowest level one, because I've never seen anything where I have such little access to my abilities. But yeah, I think the syncing is a good system. It keeps content relatively not fresh, but viable. I think for viable is the better word. And then events like this, I think, are brilliant because, yeah, they just really open up, they give the content some more purpose. Now, granted, this one is a bit of a catch-22 because, yeah, you're getting more people to open up and do the old content, but the fact is that you're having so many people do it that it's just, like, it's really hard to get to. And especially now, they opened up, with this expansion, they opened up flight for your mounts. Previously, there was no flight. In these zones, there was only flight in the newer zones. Now there's flight in old zones, but new players don't have access to it, which means that the older players are zipping around the map, picking out these fates, where low-level guys have to run from point A to point B. And by the time they get there, these events are over. So unless they start on top of one, it's not helping new players at all. This is just, this is entirely for the older players. And I kind of feel bad for newer players for that. But, unfortunately, there's all we can do. So, I am going to... Ah, we got lucky! Alright, so sometimes these fates, well, one will lead directly into another one. So you can have these fate chains where you do the event and then it just goes into the next event, goes into the next event. Usually it'll be fight one that goes into a boss one. We can see this one is a boss, Super Kappa. So these are great because they make things going faster. Now, I'm going to stop for a second here. So I have had out the wrong minion this whole time. Cannot use during battle. Hang on. Let's leave this fight. Okay. Now minion. Back to the fight. Okay. I am making so many mistakes today. So I had the wrong minion out, and that's why I was not generating medals. I was... and yeah, now it's not a mystery anymore. I could have sworn I took him out. Oh, well. So, yeah. Oh. Gotta go back. Sister Crustacean. Is that giant crab one again? Yay! I'm not late to the party! Oh, I'm mounted, that's why. Why can't I attack? No, 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 these are mine! There we go. Demon slice, demon slice, demon slice. Also, these things, every time they die, they drop items, which is great and all. Except that I have a ton of them. They sell for next to nothing, and because everybody's doing these events, they have tons of them as well. So they are selling them on the market board for sometimes cheaper than you could actually sell it at a store, which makes 0 sense to me, but you know, that's what people do. Alright, well, let's do this. Demon slice. I think my retainers should be done. There's one more. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Take care of it. Yes! Alright. Okay. We are looking good there. I don't see any immediately. So, oh, you know what? We are really close to where just up here is where we can go to the housing district. So let's go ahead and do that. There he is. It's the housing district. I could have sworn it was around here. Is this not where the housing district is? So. Huh. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Could have sworn. Well, anyway, I am going to go and hop on over to my free company house. I am currently the only member of my free company. All the other ones quit playing a while ago, so I am a one-man free company. It is lonely, but that's okay, because it means I get to decorate the house however I want. And so I do so professionally. Yeah, a lot of people like to decorate their houses in really weird ways. They just put stuff everywhere. I try to have some sort of order to it. Let's see, they should be done. Yep, done. What'd you bring me? Oh, that's not too bad. And what'd you bring? Something useful. Please, please, please. Yes, it's not a fish. Okay, well that was quick. Okay. Actually, you know what would be a good idea? To repair my stuff. Repair. Alright, see, I'm not lonely. I have these people that never move or talk. Alright. Home sweet home. Alright, so last time we were in Nicaea. No, Nicaea. Let's try. What is the Nicaea? This one I think it is. Oh no, it's not. Okay, let's go here. Alright, this is actually, yeah, this is a great place to go. I think we're gonna see more fates here. Alright. So, this should be good. All right. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at all the fates we have here. All right, this is great. Okay, we should have a lot more luck here. Also, I think this is a higher level zone, so well, that was dumb. Okay. So, I think we're going to yeah, this is definitely higher level. So, these fates might go a little bit slower, but we're going to have a lot more of them. Not quite that high level, okay. I am not even going to bother trying to avoid blowing myself up here. Ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. So you can see it's going a little bit slower now. Now part of that is because we have fewer people. And by fewer people I mean only me. Now this is a good thing and a bad thing. Now this is a good thing because it means that there we go. Now remember what I said about bosses. We're going to avoid those two inside the tunnel. Not only because they're bosses, but also because they're in the tunnel, which means that I'm going to have to kind of work my way through the maze. Which is kind of an inefficient use of time. So I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to up on down. And I think this is going to be a much better use of our time. I should have checked the time on this. I didn't. That was really not a good idea. 45 seconds. Oh, man. Okay, well, we are not going to finish this. Especially if I don't sync up. Alright, I definitely shouldn't have come this way. That was a mistake. Can I get these? I cannot fly her. Oh, I gotta fly the long way around. Gotta scratch my arm and turn at the same time. Spin, 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 spin. Spin, spin, spin. Spin jutsu. Okay. Let's see what they have to say. Up. It's another boss fight. Oh, it's one of these. Alright. Alright, well, okay. Huh? What? Oh, I have to destroy the toolboxes. Okay. This is new to me. I had to fate like this. I mean, maybe I have, but I don't remember doing a fate like this. Granted, I did not spend much time in this zone. It's not super important to most of the story. You do go down in their tunnels a couple times when you're doing the whole Titan thing. But other than that, you know what? If I'm supposed to be destroying these boxes, I am doing it very inefficiently because it looks like the enemies are not attacking me specifically. So I am going to swap over. You know what? These things look like they don't need AoE, so I'm going to swap over to Samurai because they have. They're one of the highest DPS. There we go. Alright. So this is going to give me some better DPS here. Direct it. I don't want to aggro those guys. I don't want to aggro him. I just want to go for toolboxes because these are going to be faster.
Can I hop over this? Yes.
Ah! I'm under attack! Flea bits! Flea bits!
Yes, my Chocobo's name is Fleabits. Ooh, wrong button. Huh?
Why is this not working?
Yes, Storm Private. No, Storm Private. Please. I thought this was going to go faster. It turns out I was wrong.
Why is Lucas taking so much damage?
Okay. There we go. Alright, so they aggro on me when I attack their boxes, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's what you would expect them to do, right? Ahaha! AoE, baby! Boom, boom! Cone attack! I'll take that. What? Oh. I'll be honest, I have no idea what I just did. Okay, so this guy's a big guy. Fifth Order Matriarch. That sounds like a boss to me. Alright, Fifth Order Matriarch. Let's see what you're made of. She's a lot bigger than the average Kobold. Boom. Who's that Chocobo? Oh, somebody else is here. Teflon John. Nothing sticks to him. Oh, he's a tank. Oh, the irony. Alright. Gotcha. That took a while. Come on, stupid Cobalt Bladesman. Let's just run away, Fleabits. We are a higher level than them. They will not attack me. Sprint. Okay, great. Golden Magitech Bomber, baby. I do not remember how I earned this. But it was pretty easy, if I remember correctly. I don't remember what it was. It was the kind of thing that everybody's going to get sooner or later. I remember that much. Ah, not too bad. Okay. Ah, another lower level one. No, 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 no. Okay, so I made a mistake. I ran in AoEing. Oh no, I'm fine. If I've learned one thing from MMOs, it's that you should always run in as hard as you can because you can be able to handle. And 90% you can. Maybe just 90% of this can get me out of trouble. But it's been my experience that run first is typically, and trying to play it safe typically gets me killed. That might be a personal experience, so I wouldn't quote that as being a rule. But yeah, a lot of boss fates in this area. Hey, leave him alone, bully. Weaken them all. You know what? Trying to run around and avoid their AoE stuff is actually kind of a pain, and it feels slow. So I'm just gonna not do that. There, got them all. How am I doing on Epion? I think I have 2, right? Yeah, 2. I need 3 more. This fate's been around for a while. Oh, still got a lot of time left. What is this one? Ah, looks like I'm not the only one. Interesting mount. What the hell is that? Some kind of dragon mount. Okay. Ah! Kill it! I am killing some kind of elemental thing. Which is fine. Boom, dead. Attack. Burst strike again. Yeah, so I think the reason I was mentioning way back, I don't know if you remember, but I was mentioning there was a friend that I had that didn't really like Final Fantasy 14. And I think the reason he didn't like it was because there's so much locked behind the MSQ, the main story quest. And WoW, you can kind of go from zone to zone and follow the story, but if you level out, you can just kind of move on to the next zone and do whatever you want. In Final Fantasy 14, you can't do certain things until you've completed parts of the main quest. And I think he felt just locked out in a lot of ways. So he felt like he wanted to move on, and he just really couldn't. So, yeah. Okay, so here's what we're going to do here. We're going to come over here, and we're actually going to move her or him over here. So that way we are less likely to pick up little dudes. Because we do not... Oh, excuse me, because we do not want mobs. It's just going to slow down progress. It's going to be a pain in the rear end. Alright. Okay, boom, 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 boom. This is going pretty quick. We're already down to over a third, almost a half. Okay, I forgot that I put the percentages on there. Another reason that I think this crossbar system works really well, as I was talking about before, I mentioned that you can hit things pretty quick, but definitely because of the global cooldown time, you can definitely get from one ability to the next within the time it would take to reach the next ability. So if your abilities are on timing or you can't really, then I think a system like this would really work for almost any kind of game, really.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Die, 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 die.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now these I can turn in to beast tribes. Now I haven't really done the Realm Reborn beast tribe stuff. I've really only done the Moogles, the Namazu, the Pixies, and the I started on those what do you call them? The rat people. I don't remember. I remember they're in the Ratika Greatwood. I've started on them. This thing's been going on for a long time. It's got too many. This shouldn't have too much time left. Well, we cleared out most of the fates. I didn't get a token for that, did I? Nope. Do a barrel. You know, I feel like I've seen that before. Maybe I did realize I could do that and forgot.
Oh, bye.
Alright. New fate. It's a boss, but that's okay. We're gonna take it anyway. Because... Where is he? There he is. Hey, buddy. Aren't you cute? You're like a salamander with wings. Says I'm on there. Says I'm on. So my friend says he can't see me online. I'll have to check that out. Weird. Alright, hang on. Nail it. Nailed it. I'm gonna finish this fate and I'm gonna take care of this real quick. Tiltus! Yay! Another one. Alright, let's check. Let's see. Okay, I'm texting here, so...
Hang on. Let me check something real quick. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, can I share this? Okay. Ah, here we go. Share to Korean. Okay. I think I figured out that problem. Alright, so back to the grind. Blue, 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 blue. Blue, 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 blue. Okay, let's go find out what kind of boss this guy is. Patriarch this time. All right. Land.
Land! Land!
There we go. All right. Oh, where'd he go? Yes. I gotta get closer. There we go. Let's pull him over here. I don't want to have to fight him over there where he's gonna pull aggro on other dudes. Oh no! Come closer! No, 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 no! Come over here! Come on! There we go. Good boy. Got it! Alright, but I didn't get them. Gotta hurry up. Head south. Fates are starting to come back. That's good. Still only have... Oh no, I got 8. Okay, I missed one. Okay. Ah, that's the one I was doing earlier. And... Okay. And they've reset. Boom, 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 boom. Ah, I see. Da, da, da. All right. No, 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 no. Okay, kill these grenades. Spam. Spam. Boom. Oh, I used the wrong ability. What did I use? Oh, I tried to silence him. He doesn't even use magic. Alright. Get these guys out. Grinding the fates, grinding the fates. Okay. So... almost done, come on. That. Yes! Alright. Oh, but it didn't give me the thing. Oh, dang it. Full Metal Alchemist, 4 minutes. Can I finish that in 4 minutes? I think I can. Alright, let's see. We're going to try our best to finish this in 4 minutes. Now,
fastest I've ever finished a boss on these kinds of fates is, I think, like 3.5. So, but that was at a higher level, so he would be longer to fight? I don't know, we're gonna see if I can find my way through this maze. I think I can find my way through. Yeah! No, where am I? Ah, I went the wrong way. Ah. Let's see. Oh, work it. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Around the corner. This way. And this is why I don't like to do the fates in the tunnels. Huh. Asbestos. Where's the boss? Oh, there he is. Okay, I just have to kill him. I don't have to kill anybody else. So, let's focus on this guy. See if we can nail him down. Alright, we're doing decent damage. This might work. This just might work. Big attack. Big attack. Regenerate big attack. Big attack again. And now it's just a matter of getting through all my attacks because I don't have any stronger attacks, do I? Nope. So, let's just keep firing off these gunblade abilities. Oh hey, I think we got it. Oh right. I thought I was gonna run out of time. Okay, this is good. Still. Yes, I got it. Alright. Ow, ow, ow. Leave me alone, please. Okay, out. Out of the cave. Oh, see, this is why I don't like doing the fates in the caves, because... What? Where am I miss it? There it is. Okay. This is why I don't like doing the fates in the caves. It's just... It's a huge... pain to get out. Oh. You know what my problem is I'm looking at the map, and I should be looking at the mini-map. Because the mini-map is zoomed in. And I can see where I'm going a lot better. You know what? I'm not going to leave the cave. I'm just going to stay in it because I'm already here. I'm not going to go grab that other one outside. I'm just going to grab this one. Alright, where is this boss dude? Oh, he's big. Oh, dang. Oh, dang, he just killed that thing? Oh, okay. That's okay. We can do this. Titan's Boom. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. I grabbed the mob. That's a pain. Alright. That's okay. Ah, other one. Wait, now 3 of them on me. Thankfully, I am playing as a tank currently. That means that I am able to survive and safely ignore these guys. If I was a DPS, I would definitely have to consider not fighting the boss and taking them out, or running away. But as a tank, and if I remember correctly, the Gunbreaker has the highest DPS of the tanks? I might be wrong on that. It might be the Warrior, or it might even be the Dark Knight. I think it's the Gunbreaker. If I remember correctly, the Gunbreaker has the highest DPS of the Knights. The Paladin has the highest defense, and he can heal himself. So he's actually the tankiest of the tanks, I guess you could say. And then the Warrior has the highest HP. So he's rather tanky too. The Warrior used to be the best. Apparently, because he has the highest DPS. I think the Warrior might be the second highest DPS. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong when I said that I shouldn't be doing fates in these tunnels, because there actually are a lot of them. So yeah, you have to run through the tunnels, but they come back pretty quick. Is this the same one? No way. Oh wow, it's the same one. That respawned quickly. Alright. Now, the good thing about this one, as you just saw when I did it last time, is that all these little asbestos guys are going to disappear once I finish it. So that is a huge plus, because that means that as soon as it's done, I can remount, because you cannot mount while you are in combat. Speaking of which, here's this guy walking around, this elite quarryman, and if he aggroes on me, I am not going to be able to mount. So everything I just said is no longer valid. Assuming, looks like he's not going to aggro on me, so it looks like I'm going to be fine. Ah, so much AoE. Alright, looks like he's going to safely ignore me. Alright. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. There he goes. Ah. Oh, well. See, now all of them are going to go running off. And I just have to kill this guy. But now I'm level 75, which means I can kill him off really fast. Alright. Okay, let's find our way through the maze. Remember, look at the mini-map, not at the... what do you call it? Regular map. Yes, look at the mini-map, because then it's easier to navigate. Okay, so... Oh, there goes a guy. I don't know where he's going. Probably for a quest. Whoa, there's another one back there now, again? Man, these fates regenerate real fast in here. I was completely wrong on my initial assessment of not coming in the caves. I apologize for anybody who thought to follow my advice. Please do not listen to my advice in the future. It's clearly wrong. Okay, where's the boss here? Ah, that guy again. Alright, buddy. Come here. Speaking of which, do I need to... Oh, I only need one more. This might be my last one. Okay. Boom. And we are killing this guy. So if you're wondering what I meant by this is the last one, what I meant was that I am collecting yokai tokens. And to do that, I have to complete fates while having the appropriate yokai minion out. And you can see there's a little rabbit thing down here. Okay, it's not a rabbit. Yeah, I think it's an otter, but it has rabbit ears. Don't ask me why. It's a yokai watch thing. But anyway, also he's American. So, yeah. But anyway, he, if I complete this fate, it might give me a token. And I would show you my menu right now, but I'm in the middle of a fight, so I'll show you that in a second. Okay. Boom, boom. Should be done soon. Hopefully I'll get a token off of it. Token, 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 token. No token. Alright, so anyway, inventory. You can see over here, see over there, I have 9. I need 10. 10, 10, 10. I screwed up here earlier. For those of you who watched the whole stream, you'll see where I screwed that up. So I need one more of this guy, so we're going to head back in here. There we go. Yeah. Actually, let's turn on the music for this mount. Okay, there we go. That's right. You ride with the Namazu. Every day's a party. Alright. Okay. Enough of that fun. Ah, this guy again. What? Why is somebody sitting all the way over there? Come on, dude. Help me out. Let's pull you away from your friends this time. Last time we had, like, what, 3 guys on me? This time we're just going to pull you over here. That way I'll just have the one. Not that it really matters. I mean, I survived last time, so I guess I don't really need to pull him over. But, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Ah! Pressed the wrong button. Or actually, I pressed the right button, but I pressed them in the wrong order. I keep forgetting to use my power-up ability. I really need to remember to use that more. Okay, so here's how I do this. First I do that. You can see on my gauge here, I have 1 charge. Okay, now I'm going to have 2 charges. And my charges allow me to do a stronger attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 1, 2. Now I can generate the 3rd charge. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this big attack here, which causes an explosion. That uses 1 charge. Use the other charge. Now see, I've already queued that up, so I can immediately go into a 3rd charge. And that is how you efficiently use your abilities to the best effect. Come on! Yes, I got it. All right. And as I said before, he is American, and I know that because his name is literally U.S. Apion. So, yeah, that's how you know he's American. All right, well, let's see where we need to go next. Down here. Okay, so we have 10 for him. Now, I'm already in Outer La Nocia, so I'm going to check to see if there's anybody else that can use Outer La Nocia. No. Wait, no. Ah, yes. Okay, so that one. There should be 3 for each of that. Oh, this one. Okay, the snake, too. Okay, so the snake and I guess Snow Queen? Elsa? Anyway. Lazaria and Noko. So we're going to summon Noko next because why not? So summon Noko. Ta-da! And good. Okay, we got him now. And we're going to do this fate here. Oh, I don't like that song. I'm turning it off. Excuse me. Oh, this guy again. Okay. Wow. These usually generate really quickly. Generate this fast. Alright, so with any luck, we're not going to aggro that quarryman again. There we go. Come on. Come to me.
Come over here.
Is he ranged? Why is he not running over here? Ugh. Fine. He's not coming to me. So I am coming. Oh, this is literally the least efficient way to do this. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Boom. Boom. AoE, which can also generate charges. And that killed the quarryman, which means that as soon as this battle is over, I am good to go because they are not going to... They're going to despawn because they are all part of this fate. That was fast. Okay. Oh, no. That's a pain. Oh well. Let's see what we got. Oh, I have to leave the tunnels. Okay. Okay, navigate. Turn left. Oh, that was right. Sorry, turn right. Run across. Left. Now, if you're wondering why things aren't attacking me, it's because I am 10 levels above them or more. If you are 10 or more levels above something, they will not aggro on you. So I can safely navigate this area because I am 75 and they are all really low. They are what? 47. So I am way more than 10 levels higher than them. And that is why they will not aggro on me. It saves me a lot of time, a lot of effort. And yeah, so come here. Come on, over here. Very good. Now, when I do a fate, you can see that it syncs my level. So now my fate level is, you can see it down here. Okay, right down there. It says 50. So now, if I ran close to 1, it will aggro on me due to level syncing. But while running around between fates, it will not, which is actually really good because it means I can just move around freely. It saves me a lot of time world traveling. So, yeah. Okay, moving on.
Yes, we got one.
All right. So I am going to... Alright, well, it's about lunchtime for me, so I'm going to log off because I gotta get to work and whatnot. So I'm going to come over here into this sanctuary. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back to my house first. Zoom, 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 zoom. Because I think my retainers... They should be close to being finished. Let's see. I sent them out for an hour, but I think that was like an hour ago, hour and 10 minutes ago. We'll see. Let's see. There's our little house. This is our guild house, not my house. I would buy a house, but unfortunately there are no empty lots. So have to wait for more lots, and they are not forcing people out of their homes yet. Oh, nope, another 17 minutes to go. Alright, well, I'm just going to repair my gear. Good. Yep, I'll repair it up. And I'm going to go eat some lunch. So I will check you all out later. Until again, guys. Ah! Logging out. And logging off. Catch y'all later. Goodbye. Once I figure out how to do this. There we go.